All right. Shalini says we can grow immensely. All right. Motivate others. Pratiji says presenting ourselves, developing our skills. Okay. Kuruketra says make our colleague to be good with me. All right. Motivate colleagues. Amazing. Amazing. There is no professional life without public speaking. Amazing, Wasim bhai. It makes you intelligent and also encourages us. Amazing. Amazing. Guys, imagine you are working in a company, you have a boss, okay? Here also I'll give you two options. Boss number one, okay? The choice of boss number one. Whenever he comes to office, he greets everybody. He asks all of you that how are you? Is everything all right? Are you facing challenges? And if you say that these are our challenges, he takes personal responsibility and help you to solve that problem. Another boss who comes to office, you greet that person, he just says, "Mhm," who doesn't ask you anything. Even if you talk about your problems, he says, you are the employee, you should know how to solve your problem. Now tell me guys, with which boss would you like to work for a long time? I'm not out for your entire life, okay? It's not like Dada hame ithane morbe. No. With which boss would you like to work? All right, number one, definitely, definitely. Why? Because that guy is having public speaking skill, and public speaking skill is not just about only you should speak and everybody should listen. No, you can also involve them. You can ask them question. Yes, amazing guys. So if you really want to have a better professional life also, develop public speaking skill. I'm not talking about only going to the stage and talking with the crowd. No, even if you are in a group of 10 members, speak in front of them. Separate yourself from the crowd and start speaking. Start sharing your knowledge. Ask questions. Help them if you can. Let's look at the role of public speaking in social life. Guys, do you think public speaking is important in our social life? When I say social life, I'm talking about how the society should perceive you. Is it really important? If yes, just type IMP in the chat box. If you think public speaking skill is important in social life, type IMP in the chat box. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You all are amazing crowd, guys. I really appreciate your participation. Thank you so much. Imagine you are attending a reception, okay, a marriage party, and you were asked by some people about your work. There are few people, who speaks very few lines that, yeah, I'm doing a job, this. Another person who shares that, yes, I'm working with a company. Currently, I'm staying in Mumbai. These are the work that I do. Through this work, these are the things that I learn. I get to meet so many people. I learn new things. And now tell me, guys, with whom would you like to interact? The first one who doesn't speak much, or the second one who shares something in public? First or second? Second, definitely, guys. The society will perceive you as a really good human being if you start sharing with them. We love to talk with people who share their ideas, their opinion, who share small stories about them. Thank you so much for your response, guys. Now let's look at the fourth one, digital life. Guys, now the question is, what do you mean by digital life? The answer is pretty simple. What do you mean by digital life? Apart from your personal life, professional life, social life, what is this digital life? And when I say digital life, I'm not talking about your cartoon character, okay? Don't think like that. All right, Tanya says life on social media, internet, okay, spending time in social media, knowing the world through internet, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. See, in this webinar, there are very few people who are connected to me personally, like Wasim Bhai and some of our students. But guys, most of you who are attending the webinar, are you attending it because you know me personally? No, you know me through my digital life. You know Wasim Bhai through his digital life. That is why you are here to learn from us. That is why you are here to interact with us. So digital life, when we say digital life, yes, we are part of different social media like Google, Gmail, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, our digital life. Now guys, tell me, do you think in your digital life also public speaking is important? If yes, type IMP in the chat box. Yes, 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 yes. Amazing. Love you guys. Love you. You all are amazing participants. Let me tell you, you are super active today. Now, there are two professionals, okay? One of them is a manager of a company. Another one is working as an executive. Both of them work so hard. The manager also works so hard. The employee, the executive also works so hard. But the difference is the executive is active on social media. The manager is also active on social media. But the executive use social media to share his learnings, to share his stories through videos, through articles, through photos. But the manager doesn't do that. Now tell me guys, who will have a better digital life? The executive or the manager? Yes, yes, yes. Amazing guys, amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you have public speaking and you use that public speaking skill so that you can share your learnings, your stories to inspire others, definitely you will have a better digital life. Now the question is, how many of you want to have a better digital life? Because guys, COVID-19 is going on. Now I cannot talk more about, public speaking by going to the stage and speaking in front of thousands of people. But at least we can take the baby steps to make videos and post it on social media. So how many of you are really ready to have a better digital life? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your response. I wish you all the best for that. But guys, thinking is something and doing is something else. Taking decision is something and making a commitment to be consistent is something else. Now, how many of you are ready to commit that you will be consistent in sharing your knowledge, your opinion, your stories on social media? Just type I commit in the chat box. And guys, don't forget, okay, you are making a commitment today. You have to keep. देख लूंगा मैं सबका वीडियोस, नहीं हुआ ना फिर देखना क्या करता हूँ. Just kidding guys. Kuruketra says I commit. Okay, Jaga says I commit. Sobhagya sir says I commit. Abhishek Hota says I commit. Anita Hota says I commit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your commitment, guys. And I wish you all the best for having a better personal, professional, social, and digital life. Now, if public speaking is really important, there must be a process to learn it. So how many of you are really interested and excited to know the steps which can help you to elevate your public speaking skill? Type me in the chat box. Type me in the chat box. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your response, guys. Thank you so much. Just give me a second. Thank you so much for your response. But before that, skill set is really important. But before skill set, we need to have a better mindset. So now we are going to discuss the mindset that you need to possess for better public speaking skill. These are some of the really important things that you should have in your mind, which are really important to have a better mindset. The first one is passion. Let me tell you a small story with you guys. When I was a child, I remember one day my father brought a cycle for my brother, for my elder brother, okay, who was in college. It was not for me. It was too big for me, for a child to handle, but I learned it. Why? Because I was passionate about riding cycle. Because at that age, riding cycle was very cool. If you learn how to ride cycle, you feel like, you are just flying because you are not stepping on the ground. So I learned it. After a few months, my father brought a banjo for me. I don't know whether you are familiar with the word banjo. It is just like a keyboard. Okay. My father tried a lot so that I can learn banjo and sing songs with it. I used to be a good singer during my school life. Okay. I have won some competitions also. But though I tried a lot, I couldn't learn banjo. At that point of time, I could not understand why. But now I am realizing why. Because I was not passionate about it. If you want to be a better speaker, if you want to speak in front of public, the first thing you need to have is passion for speaking. If you don't have passion to speak in front of people, maybe you can attend millions of seminars, you can pay millions of money to improve your public speaking. But if you are not passionate about public speaking, guys, I'm so sorry to say that. You may speak in front of public, but you will not be impactful. So first thing, you need to develop passion for speaking. All right. So how many of you are really passionate about speaking? For how many of you public speaking is your passion? Type me in the chat box, guys. Type me in the chat box. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The second thing you need to have is willingness to serve. Now, the question comes, what do you mean by willingness to serve? Am I talking about serving the poor people? Am I talking about serving the country? Am I talking about serving your family? Or am I talking about serving the entire world? When I say willingness to serve, what? Just put it in the chat box, guys. What exactly do you mean by willingness to serve? What do you mean by a willingness to serve, guys? All right. Shalini says entire world. Amazing. To serve the society. All right. So Vagya sir says to serve the world. Amazing. Amazing. Let me make it very simple. Guys, now I'm speaking in front of 32 participants. Yeah, I'm not present, okay, just in front of you. But yes, I'm speaking through this webinar. And my purpose is serving you. At the time of speaking, I should not think about something else. I am here to serve you guys. I'm not superior. I'm not here to advertise myself. I'm here to serve you, to help you to learn something new which can be helpful in your life. So whenever you are getting an opportunity to speak in front of people, you should have the mindset that yes, I'm on the stage to serve them. They are not sitting there to watch you, to listen to you, to look at you and just go home. No, they are here for a purpose. They want to learn from you. They want to get inspired by you. So you should have the mindset of serving people. Are you clear with this, guys? Yes. The third thing that you need to have is respect for the audience. And when I say respect for the audience, it's all about respecting their presence. Guys, you are not a public speaker because you are standing on the stage. You are a public speaker because there are public listening to you. I can just stay here and speak in front of my camera for 24 hours. But can I make an impact if there is nobody to listen to me? No. I cannot give any benefit to my laptop by speaking to it. Public speakers, motivational speakers, keynote speakers are there just because of they have public to listen to them. So next time when you are getting an opportunity to speak in front of public, you should respect their time. You should respect their presence. Once you start doing it, believe me, your public speaking skill will go to the next level. See guys, I can speak for 1 hour continuously. Why am I involving you? Why am I asking question? Because I respect your presence. I respect your time. What I believe is if I speak in front of you for 1 hour, it may not be that benefit. It may not be that beneficial for you. But once I start involving you, will enjoy it and you will definitely learn it in a better way. So I respect you. And guys, if you really want to elevate your public speaking skill, start respecting your audience. Because whatever you are today because of that audience who are listening to you, who are giving their time, who are investing their money, their time for you. So start respecting your audience. And the fourth thing that you need to have in your mind is gratitude. You should be grateful for every speaking engagement that you get. See guys, I'm really grateful that I'm getting an opportunity to speak in front of you. If you are not there, what? Nothing. I'm nothing without you guys. I'm nothing without my audience. So start feeling grateful whenever you are getting an opportunity to speak. It's an opportunity to serve others. It's an opportunity to create a difference. So be grateful about it. I hope you are clear about the mindset. If yes, type clear in the chat box, guys. If you are clear with this, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation, guys. Now, it's time to learn the steps which can help you to improve your public speaking skill. Now, these are few techniques. These are few very important things which can help you to elevate your public speaking skill. Now, you must be thinking, why falling in love? Am I asking you to fall in love with a girl? Am I asking you to fall in love with a boy? Am I asking you to fall in love with someone? What do I mean, guys? When I say falling in love to improve your public speaking, what exactly I'm trying to say? Come on, think about it and put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box, guys. Falling in love. What do you mean by this? See, I'm very clear about it, okay? I'm not asking you to fall in love with a girl or boy. My objective is different. Okay. Safia says, okay, love with passion, okay. All right, falling in love with our passion, okay. Love with sharing knowledge. Falling in love, just fall in love with love, okay. Falling in love with the ideas that you are sharing, amazing. So when I say falling in love, you have to start loving speaking, guys. You have to start loving public speaking. And obviously, what do you do when you love someone? You can go to any extent for that person. So when you start loving public speaking, you will do everything to improve your public speaking. You will read books, you will watch videos, you will take every single opportunity to speak in front of people because you fall in love with public speaking. Now, the second thing is burning desire. What do you mean by burning desire, guys? Burning desire for what? For money? For popularity? For fame? What do you mean? Burning desire for what? Come on, come on, come on. Put it in the chat box. Burning desire to serve. Yes. Burning desire to serve. Yes, guys. When you have a burning desire to serve other people, to serve your audience, believe me, you will also go to the next level because you will have that accountability in you to serve others. And in order to do that, you will go the extra miles. You will spend sleepless nights to prepare for your speech. You will spend sleepless night to prepare PPT like this. Let me tell you, I took almost 5 hours to finish this PPT because I have the burning desire to serve you. Thank you so much for your response, guys. The third thing is listening. Now, listening to what? Listening to our parents, listening to so-called Baba, motivational speakers, listening to whom? Listening to whom? Come on. To the audience, yes. You have to listen to the audience, yes. Audience, all right. All right. All right, all right. Yes, you have to listen to the audience, but more than listening to the audience, it is really important to listen to some of the people who have got remarkable public speaking skill, because they are the one who have already solved this particular problem for themselves. See, no, I'm not telling that, everybody is a born speaker. No, public speaking is a learnable skill, and you learn with experience, you learn with consistent action. So start listening to people who have really good public speaking skill. And don't listen to everybody, okay? Find few speakers, at least 5 to 10 speakers, and start listening to them. Start learning out of their speeches. Next thing is observing. Observing what? When I say observing, I'm not talking about, peeping into somebody's window and see what is happening. No, don't do that. Start observing what is happening around you. Because in public speaking, guys, examples are really important, and you can only give relevant example if you observe the society, if you observe the life very nicely. So start observing things. And the next step, taking consistent actions. See, maybe you can fall in love with speaking. Maybe you can develop the burning desire to serve. Maybe you start listening to people. Maybe you start observing everybody. But if you don't take action to implement those learnings, do you think public speaking can be possible? Do you think without speaking in front of people, you can develop public speaking? No, not at all. So these are the foundation for developing your public speaking skill. Falling in love with public speaking, have a burning desire to serve people, listening to people who have good public speaking skill, observing, and taking consistent action. Guys, I have mentioned consistent action. You have to do it again and again. You have to do it time and again. It's not like, speaking for 2-3 days and then again going back to the comfort zone. No, you have to take consistent action to elevate your public speaking skill. Now it's time to give you the holy grail of the entire presentation. Are you excited to learn the 6 very simple and effective steps to elevate your public speaking skill, guys? Just type "I am ready" in the chat box. Thank you so much. The first thing, you have to watch TED Talks and TEDx Talks on a daily basis. Guys, how many of you have watched TEDx videos on YouTube? Just type me in the chat box. Let's see how many people are there who really watch this. Who have ever watched it? Put it in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are here who has a habit. Okay, great, great. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So guys, when we say watching TEDx, this particular TEDx video are really helpful for improving public speaking. In my own life also, I do all these things. I'm not asking you to do something which I have not tried in my life. TED and TEDx are the biggest platform for public speaking. TED and TEDx, they invite speakers from different backgrounds, from different areas of life. Like they invite entrepreneurs, they invite educators, they invite scientists, they invite different professionals to share their stories. So when you start watching these videos, automatically you will learn different ways of interacting, different ways of presenting your ideas in front of them. So how many of you are ready to do it on a daily basis? See, doing once or twice is very easy. Doing 10 times is also very easy. But making this a part of our life, making this a habit is difficult. So how many of you are really committed to do it on a daily basis? Let's see. Gautam says me, okay. Sonalisa says me. Shalini says me. Ashisha says me. Ready, ready. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. The second thing, you know, public speaking is a really nice job because you are there to serve people. But can you serve people without working on your knowledge, without knowing new things? No, you have to constantly train your mind to learn different ways to gain knowledge. And when I mentioned listen to audiobooks, I was very careful, guys. See, if I ask you to read books, I know nowadays our attention span is not that much what it used to be. But yes, listening to audiobook is easy. Instead of reading a book, when you read a book, it may take you days, months, years also. But when you listen to audiobook, you can finish an audiobook within few hours. So it will not be that challenging for you. There are many free applications through which you can listen to audiobooks. And when you listen to audiobooks, you learn new things. And when you learn new things, you can also share new things with your audience. So start listening to audiobooks. The third and really important thing that you can do to elevate your public speaking skill is create a story bank. Yes, because in public speaking, if you go and give only gyan, only knowledge, believe me, people will not pay attention to you all the time. But if you start sharing stories, people will definitely listen to you. They will be focused. They will be attentive towards your speaking. So in public speaking, storytelling play a very vital role. So start, adding stories into your story bank. And when I say stories, it's better if you observe people, if you share some stories from your own life, the way I shared my story, right? The story of cycle and banjo. So create a story bank, which will really helpful in public speaking. So are you clear with the 3 steps which can help you with the public speaking, guys? Just type yes in the chat box. If you are clear with these 3 steps, type yes in the chat box. Type yes in the chat box. Thank you so much, guys. Another 3 steps which are really helpful, okay? Those are the basic steps. The next one is start talking with people over video conferencing. See, at this point of time, I cannot ask you to, go attend conference, start meeting huge number of people. No, it's not possible. COVID-19 is going on. But yes, if you have time, instead of calling your friends and talking over a voice call, start talking to them over a video conference. You may not believe it, guys, but this is very powerful. Do it for a few days and you will understand how much confident you have become. So start talking with people over video conferencing. It is also just like public speaking because you are here alone and you are talking with a group of people. Start doing it. After that, there is a feature on Facebook, closed group. You can create a closed Facebook group. See, if you are okay with sharing your perspective with other people, you can create a group and add few of your friends to practice public speaking. But yes, from the beginning, if you are not at all comfortable with that, create a closed Facebook group for yourself. Nobody can see your videos. If you love playing cricket, you go to the field and practice, right? Just like that. If you love public speaking, you have to practice. In that, like through that closed Facebook group, you can simply go live and start sharing your perspective. And after once it is done, you can review it, you can watch your own video, you can find out that these are the things I need to improve about myself. Start doing it. And after this fifth step, the sixth and the final step is start sharing your perspective with people around you. See, when I say people around you, I'm not talking about, gathering 100 of your villagers and saying, Gaon walo, I am here to speak in front of you. No, I'm not talking about that. Even if you're speaking in front of two people, that is also public speaking. But yes, you have to start small, but dream big. If you want to speak in front of millions of people, thousands of people, you have to start with speaking in front of one person, two people, a smaller group. How many of you are clear with these 3 steps, guys? Put it in the chat box. Type clear in the chat box. Type clear in the chat box. Let's see how many of you are clear with this. Just a minute, guys. I'm having some issues with my PPT. All right. How many of you are clear about it? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. So these are the steps which are really helpful to elevate your public speaking skill. I don't know. I have some issue with my PPT. So the first one is watching TEDx videos on a daily basis. Second was listening to audiobooks, creating a story bank. Start talking with people, with your friends, with your relatives, with your colleague over video conference. Creating closed Facebook group so that you can practice and start sharing your perspective with people around you. Thank you so much, guys. I hope this session was useful for you. This is Nishant Pund. I'm a public speaking coach. And if you really want to be in touch with me, you can keep my number. And this is our website. You can also visit my website. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Now it's time to introduce our next speaker for today's event. Wasim bhai, you can start your video. You can also unmute yourself. Our next speaker for today's event is Mohammad Wasim Raza. Okay, more than a friend, he is just like my elder brother. We were serving in the same company and we used to train teachers across Odisha. Currently, he is living in Delhi and he has his own organization called English with Wasim. He is a PhD scholar. He has already cleared UGC NET JRF. Apart from that, he has been training thousands of people across the world. Guys, I'm very careful when I am using across the world. He has been training people from other countries as well on English pronunciation, on spoken English and other things. So without delaying further, I would like to request Wasim bhai to take over. Wasim bhai, over to you.
Thank you very much, Nishant. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, you are audible, bro.
All right, so it's nice to see you all here. It's just because of the webinar I'm here. It's a super active Sunday. I think you have been participating quite well. So thank you all for your responses, and I hope you're all doing well. So in today's session, we are going to look at English pronunciation. Yes, so that's the topic. So once we have finished this public speaking skills, now we are moving on to the next topic, that is English pronunciation. So here we go.
Wasim bhai, let me give you the access to share your screen. You can share your.
I was just wondering why it's not working. Yeah, fine. All right, fine. So the first question that I have for all the participants is, have you ever had a chance to attend a webinar on English pronunciation? Have you ever attended a webinar, or let's say a seminar or a class where you had an exclusive session on English pronunciation? All right, so many of you say no, okay? All right. Let me know in the chat box, okay? All right, so, all right, I think most of you have not attended a webinar on English pronunciation. So in today's pronunciation class, we are going to look at what exactly is English pronunciation and how we can improve our English pronunciation. What are some characteristics that actually define English pronunciation, and what English pronunciation should we learn? Is it American English, or is it British, or do we need to stick to our Indian English? All right, fine. So the very first question that I've got for you is, in your opinion, what is pronunciation? What do you think is English pronunciation? Now let me know in the chat box. In your opinion, what do you think is English pronunciation? When you hear the term English pronunciation, what makes you think? What comes to your mind? Okay, so utter the word in a good way, all right? To speak English words correctly. Avijit Naik, utter the word in a concerned, okay, accent, all right? Sweta says the way we say the word. Shafia, speaking with a proper pronunciation, okay? Sarthak, the act of speaking a word. Absolutely right, okay? So when we talk about English pronunciation, we basically means how a word is pronounced, yes. In every single language, no matter what you speak, whether you speak Oriya or Hindi, Punjabi, every single language has its own pronunciation. So the way you pronounce a word, the way you articulate a word, that's what is a pronunciation. And at the very same time, the style that you have is your accent, okay? For example, those who speak Hindi in UP and Bihar have a different accent from those who speak Hindi in West Bengal and in your respective states. But all of us speak Hindi, right? But we have got different accents. So how you utter a word, okay, that's your pronunciation. How a word is supposed to be spoken, that's the pronunciation of that word. But an accent is something that's unique, that's different, okay? 10 people speaking the same language can have 10 different accents, all right? Those who speak English in North India have a different accent from those who speak English in the southern part of India, right? They've got a different accent, but do they have the same pronunciation? Of course, we have got one standard pronunciation, but we've got different accents, all right? Both stress and intonation important in speaking English. Absolutely right, Pradhan, yes. So in today's session here, you can see mastering English pronunciation, and you can just go through my biography, which of course Nishant has told you about. So I hold an MA in English from one of India's top 10 universities, that's Jamia Millia Islamia. It's based in New Delhi. Apart from that, I also have completed a postgraduate diploma in teaching English. That's called PGDTE from EFL University, Hyderabad. It's a central university based in Telangana, and I've also qualified on UGC NET with a JRF. So here we go. Okay, so this is today's agenda. What are you going to learn today? So in today's session, we are going to look at importance of English pronunciation. Why do you think English pronunciation is important, and what role it plays, especially when it comes to public speaking? Yes, what Nishant has just told you is very well connected to this part as well, because when you speak in public, you have to take care of your pronunciation as well. How you utter a word, how you present yourself, okay, how clearly you speak, that also matters a lot. So importance of English pronunciation. After that, we're going to look at features of English pronunciation. What are the characteristics which come under features of English pronunciation? And at the end, we are going to look at what are some strategies that we can have to improve our English pronunciation. Yes, it's a practical skill. Just like public speaking skill, it's a learnable skill. You just need to practice it and you will overcome the problem of mispronunciation. Okay, Gautam Naik, very nice, sir. Both stress. All right. Thank you, Gautam. So that's the agenda. And here we go with the very first question. Okay. So before I talk more about the importance of English pronunciation, do you know how to pronounce these three words? Let me know in the chat box. Can you pronounce these three words? Yes, you can see here in a different color. Okay, these three words. You can see here. Do you know how to pronounce? Yes? Yes? All right, fine. Good. Wonderful. All right, now I'm going to pronounce all these words for you, and that's good that you know how to pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it for you, and please listen to the articulation, all right? So the first one here, you have, look at here, C-O-M-B, okay? You have M-B at the end, M-B at the end, M-B at the end. Even before that, you have O-M-B, O-M-B, and O-M-B, all right? But let's see how I'm going to pronounce this. The first word, okay? The first word, this one is comb. Comb, comb, okay? We don't pronounce the letter B, okay? The letter B doesn't have a sound in this word, and we pronounce it comb, comb. So the last sound is M, 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 all right? Now let's look at this one. Now this is not tome, it is tomb, tomb, tomb. Now see the difference, okay? The first one is comb and this one is tomb. And now this one, bomb, bomb, bomb. Now in these three cases, you can see the letter O has been pronounced in three different ways. Did you notice the difference? Let me know in the chat box. Comb, tomb, and bomb. Do you see how just one letter, that's O, the letter O has been pronounced in three different ways? Right? Now, let's look at this one. SH. Now here we pronounce is that shoes, shoes, SH, okay? Shoes. But the moment you look at this one, this is a single S without H, but it has the same sound as the first sound of the word shoes. So this is not sugar, this is sugar, sugar, SH sound, okay? Sugar, sugar. All right, fine. Now this word, when we look at this, all right, this word is pronounced break, break, okay? And then you have fast, fast. But together, you don't pronounce breakfast. This is breakfast. It's not breakfast, okay? It's breakfast, breakfast. You don't have to stretch it. You don't have to say fast, fast, no. You have to say breakfast, first, first, breakfast, okay? Now, this one, this is a commonly mispronounced word. Okay, let me know in the chat box if you know how to pronounce this. C-O-U-P-O-N, C-O-U-P-O-N. All right, now I'm going to pronounce this for you. Coupon. It's not coupon. It's not coupon, okay? It's coupon, okay? It's coupon. This one is not Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. It's Wednesday. when one is not bowl, bowl, bowl. Okay, this is how we pronounce this word. Now look at these three words at the end: F-O-O-T, F-O-O-G, and P-O-O-R. Okay, it's not a coupon, it's coupon, it's coupon. Okay, it's like this. Let me type in the chat box something like this. It's like this, coupon. Okay, it's something like this, coupon. Right, pawn. It's not pun, it's pawn, coupon. Now, look at this word. This word is foot, foot. That is a short, look at this word. This is not short oo, okay? There is a long oo, oo. So this word is pronounced food. And remember, it's not food. We don't say pa, it's fa, fa, food, food, okay? And this one is ua, ua, that's poor, poor, poor. Now, when you look at these two O letters here, okay? But in all these three words, you can see the letter O has been pronounced completely differently, right? You have foot, that is short U, then you have food, long oo, and then it is ua, poor. Now, what do you understand? That in English, words can be pronounced in multiple ways. There is no fixed rule. You have to learn the art of pronunciation, either by listening to someone who speaks English correctly with good pronunciation, or by practicing it with someone who already knows how certain words in the English language are pronounced. So from that point of view, it's very, very important. All right. Now, can you read this sentence aloud? Here we go. Yes. Please read this sentence on your own. Once you have read it, let me know in the chat box. All right. Now, let me read this sentence for you, okay? Jack was about to share his private yacht with his football coach when he received a cable informing him that the engine needed repair. Jack was about to share his private yacht with his football coach when he received a cable informing him that the engine needed repair. Now, in this situation, look at this one, Jack. Here, the letter A, which you can see in yellow, is A, Jack. Now, in the word about, it has got a different pronunciation. It's about. Now, in the word share, the sound is air, share. Now, private, eight, a. Okay, this is the sound. Now, yacht, oh. Now, football, okay, next here, able, okay, A. Now you can see the letter A has been pronounced in 7 different ways. Yes, one letter, but 7 pronunciation. You can say one letter, but multiple pronunciations. Just one letter, but multiple pronunciations, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then what do you understand when you look at one letter being pronounced in multiple ways? This means that there's no relationship between the spelling of a word and how that word is pronounced. Yes, English is not a phonetic language. It's not a phonetic language. In Hindi, we speak the way we write. I don't know about any audio, but most Indian languages, okay, are phonetic. You write the same way, you speak the same way, but English is not like that. You write something else, you pronounce it in a different way. And that's why it's important to learn English pronunciation. Now, let's look at this one, spelling versus pronunciation. And let me tell you, it's not pronunciation, it's pronunciation. Let me repeat it. Pronunciation, pronunciation. It's not pronunciation, okay? It's pronunciation. Now look at this word, best. Best. Now this word has got 4 letters. B, E, S, T, okay? B, E, S, T, okay? So you've got, okay, 4 letters and 4 sounds. B, E, S, and T, all right? But look at this one now. Dentist, okay? You've got 7 letters and 7 sounds. That means the number of letters and the number of sounds, they're the same. D, E, N, T, I, S, and T. Dentist, okay? Now happy, look at this one. Now you've got 5 letters, but how many sounds? Only 4 sounds, because 2 P's have only 1 sound, okay? 2 P's have only 1 sound here in this context, okay? And here, bread, okay? Bread. Again, 5 letters, but 4 sounds. Then what do you understand, okay? We understand that there is a huge difference, okay? There is a huge difference between the spelling of a word and the sound of a word, how a word is pronounced. So that's why it's very, very important. Whenever we learn a new word, we also focus on how the word is pronounced. One specific reason why we forget a word is that we don't know how to pronounce it. You don't pronounce it regularly, and that's one reason you don't know. So you're talking to someone and then you suddenly think of the word and then you stammer while speaking, okay? You stumble, okay? Or you start fumbling, or you don't have a very good idea about how that word is pronounced, and you might mispronounce that word. So it's all about a matter of practice. Never trust an English word. Yes, don't trust an English word by just looking at the spelling. The spelling may be different, the pronunciation may be entirely different. So one tip I would like to share with you, never trust an English word. If there is a new word, don't assume its pronunciation. Check out its pronunciation in an English to English dictionary. Just go to Google and see how the word is pronounced. Okay, this will help you. Never ever think, okay, this is the spelling, so this is like this. No, it's never like that. So the first tip to improve your English pronunciation, whenever you encounter a new word, please refer to its pronunciation in a standard dictionary. Now it all depends on you what pronunciation you want to learn. If you want to go for English pronunciation as it's spoken in America, you can go for it. Or if you're interested in British, you can go for that. That's absolutely your choice. Or you can even go for Indian English. Okay, when I say Indian English, that means you need to have one standard pronunciation where you don't have any regional influence. Okay, it doesn't matter. When you speak English, no one will be able to identify you, whether you are from New Delhi or whether you're from Kerala or West Bengal. It doesn't matter, okay? Because the way you speak doesn't have any kind of mother tongue influence, okay? So that's called Indian English pronunciation, standard English pronunciation, so that even people from across the world can understand you. Many times when we interact with foreigners, we have to say, what? Or they might say, what did you just say? What did you just say? Because they fail to understand us, the way we pronounce a few words, okay? There are certain sounds which are extremely difficult for us, and that's what makes our English unintelligible. That means people find it very, very difficult to understand the way we speak. So keeping this point in view, okay, it's important to improve our English pronunciation. That's why English pronunciation is important. Now, our world is a global world, right? We work in multinational companies where we have employees not only from India, but from across the world. Now, if you speak English with a Hindi accent, and if they speak French, English with a French accent, now it's very difficult for both of you to have a meaningful talk, because they might fail to understand your pronunciation and you might fail to understand their pronunciation. So it's very important that you know what exactly a standard pronunciation is so that your English is intelligible. That means it doesn't matter who you interact with, you can understand anyone without any problems. So you just go in and interact with someone from London, you will have no problems. You interact with someone from America, you'll have no problem. You interact with someone from Chicago, you have no problem. You interact with someone from India or the southern part of India, you have no problem. So you have to make your English pronunciation, okay, so beautiful, or you have to model your English pronunciation in a way that is intelligible, that people don't find difficult to comprehend, okay? So that's why English pronunciation is very, very important. And when I say it's important, I don't want you to speak like an American. I don't want to speak like a British. I want you to speak English with a very clear pronunciation, with that kind of pronunciation where people don't have any problems understanding you. That's what I mean. And if you want to sound like a native speaker, if you want to learn American accent or British accent or Canadian accent or Australian accent, no problem. That's your choice. You can, and it's a good idea. But when I talk about standard English pronunciation, okay, when I talk about this, I mean to have a very clear pronunciation so that people can understand you. All right. So here we go. Let me see if you can see the screen. Please write yes. I'm not very sure. All right, fine. So now let's look at features of English pronunciation. Now, when we talk about English pronunciation, what comes under this category? So the very first thing is that if you want to improve your English pronunciation, if you want to know more about English pronunciation, the first thing is to know about IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet, okay? IPA. Then vowel and consonant sounds in English. Remember, vowel, it's not vowel, it's not consonant. It's not vowel, it's not consonant. It's vowel and consonant. Vowel and consonant sounds in English. Then word stress, rhythm and intonation. At the beginning of the webinar, there was someone who sent me a text in the chat box, okay, that when you speak, rhythm and intonation, these are two important features. Absolutely right. So these are the things which are very, very important if you want to learn about the different features of English pronunciation. All right. Now let's try to understand what is IPA. Okay. So before we talk about IPA, let me know how many vowels and how many consonants are there in English. How many vowels and how many consonants are there in English? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. A, E, I, O, U, okay, vowels, and the remaining 21 consonants. All right, fine. My next question to you is, how many sounds are there in the English language? When I say the English language, I'm talking about British English because that's what we generally follow in our Indian curriculum. Okay, so how many sounds are there in the English language? I'm not talking about the number of letters. Of course, we have got 26 letters in the English language, but how many sounds are there in the English language? Okay, so in English, okay, yeah, let me know the total number of sounds. I'm not talking about letters. Oh, okay, American and British. No, they're accents. They're not sounds. They're accents, varieties. Okay, they're accents actually. Ashisha Sahu. You got it. Yes, you got it right. Fine. So let's look at what is IPA. Okay, so IPA is actually a system of symbols for showing how words are pronounced. In the English language, we have got 26 letters, but 44 sounds, okay? 26 letters, but 44 sounds, all right? here you can see all the 44 sounds, okay? So we have got all right, fine. I hope you can see the screen. So we have got 20 vowel sounds. Yes, 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. Now you may ask me a question, why do we have more sounds than letters? Then you know it well, because in the previous slide, I told you there is a huge difference between spelling and pronunciation. One letter can be pronounced in multiple ways, right? You saw how letter A, okay, one letter can be pronounced in 7 different ways. That's why we've got more sounds than letters, okay? That's why we've got more sounds than letters. Can't see the screen? Let me know if you can see the screen. Tanya, Khan. Okay, fine. Let me try once again. Okay, I'm going to share the screen once again. I hope you can see it this time. Yeah, please let me know if you can see the screen. You have a new message. What about now? Can you see the screen? All right, fine. Good. So we have 20 vowels and 24 consonants. Now, what you can see here, okay, so I was talking about IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. What happens, you know, in the world, we have thousands of languages. Even in India, we've got more than 200 dialects and languages, right? Now, in every language, you have a number of sounds. For example, in Hindi, k, k, g, g. In English, we have even in Hindi, we have e, u, a, o. Like these are all sounds, right? So the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, for every single sound, there is a unique symbol. There is a unique symbol like this. This is called IPA symbol. Okay, this is called IPA symbol. That means how you can pronounce a sound in English. For every sound, there is a unique symbol so that you know how this is pronounced. When we refer to an English to English dictionary, for example, Cambridge or Oxford, you will find it out. You have the word, and just next to the word, you find that there is the pronunciation of the word written using these symbols. So these are all called IPA symbols, International Phonetic Alphabet symbols, okay? So for every single sound, you've got one unique symbol. So here we go. I'm going to play each one of them quickly, okay? Very quickly. Please listen to all the sounds, okay? I'm going to play.
E, 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 it. Seat, sit, good, food.
Now this is a bit longer, ooh, right?
E, head, teacher, girl, or, walk. A, had, lamb, apple, cup, cup, heart, heart, hot,
All right. So these are the 12 pure vowels, okay? And then you have
ear, air, vote, o, ow, a, I, oi, p, t, ch, p, b,
all right, so so these are the sounds that you have, okay?
Ch, j, s, sh, j, k, g, w, y.
Okay, so these are the 44 sounds. Now, if you want to improve your pronunciation, you must know how to pronounce each and every sound, okay? Each and every phoneme, all right? So it's not possible to play all the 44 sounds because that's going to take about like 5 to 6 hours, because if you want to improve your English pronunciation, it's not a one-day activity that you just start and you learn it, right? So I'm trying to give you an overview, okay? An overview of English pronunciation, what comes under the category of English pronunciation. So the first one is knowing all the 44 sounds in detail. You know how each sound is produced, okay? Sir, please share the video with us. Excuse me, sir, what's the difference between, okay? Fine, we'll discuss this, okay? We'll discuss this at the end of the webinar. So I'll share my PPT with all of you, all right? So learn these 44 sounds. Once you know how to pronounce each one of them, you will be in a better position to improve your English pronunciation, and you'll sound much better when you start speaking, okay? So here I go with my presentation once again. So I was talking about IPA. So I hope this IPA is clear now. Now let's look at this one. So there are 44 sounds in the English language, 20 vowels and 24 consonants, as you have just seen. Now vowel sounds, okay? Out of 20 vowels, we have 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs. Of course, these are theories which we are not going to look into, but if you're interested, you can ask me, you can consult me at the end of the webinar, or you can just refer to some YouTube videos. I might send you some link where, okay, some links where you can go and learn on your own how exactly these 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs are pronounced, okay? So let's have a very quick overview, okay? So I'm going to pronounce just one word, okay? So this one, okay, let's compare. This one is ship, ship, and sheep, sheep. Now pull and pull, pull. So it's a bit longer, right? So you can just look at this, okay? I'm now not gonna pronounce all these words, okay? I'll just pronounce a couple of them because it's not possible to go through all the 44 sounds in the English language, but you will get an overall understanding of all these sounds. Now look at these sounds, like and this one is a bit longer. Accept, accept, verb, verb, agree, earn, about, firm, problem, word, famous, famous, nurse. Now, this one is a different okay? So we pronounce it like duck, cut, hut, touch, summer, okay? Now, let's move on. This one is So duck, dark, cut, cart, hut, heart, touch, laugh, summer, and fast, all right? This one is again a different combination. So here we've got like pot and port, spot, sport, shot, short, collar, collar, cot, coat, okay? Men, man, bed, bad, said, okay? Sad, set, sat, send, sand. Okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, this is A and this one is A. Men, man, bed, bad, said, sad, set, sad, send, and sand. Okay, so these are some vowel sounds. Now this one is ear and air. Ear, air. Fear, fair. Here, hair. Peer, pair. And here you can see when tear has two different meanings, okay? So in one case, it's pronounced tear when you talk about, okay, crying. And then when you tear something like this, tear a piece of paper, that is pronounced tear. Tear, water droplets coming out of your eyes, and tear, okay, like this. Then I and A, kind, came, like, lake, sky, stay, try, tray, my, may, my, may. Okay, now here we go. Phone, poor, cold, shore, bowl, tour, road, tourism, flow, and tourist. It's not tour, it's tour. It's not tourism, it's tourism. And it's not tourist, it's tourist. Tourist, okay? Now this one, coin, cloud, point, pound, choice, account, boy, bound, toy, and town. See, it's not town. In English, we have a very soft sound, okay? It's t, it's not t or t, not hard one, a very soft one. For example, toy, town. It's not town, okay? That's a very hard sound, which we don't have in English. Now, let's look at some consonants, okay? So here we go, okay? Pie, buy, pear, bear. Yeah, this is not beer, okay? We mispronounce it. This is not beer, it's bear. Pill, bill, pull, bull, peer, and beer, okay? Now, it's not ta and it's not da. Yes, it's not ta and it's not da. It's t and d. T and d. Tie, die, town, down, set, sad, bat, bad, neat, and need. All right? And here we go with k and g. Coat, goat, class, glass, pick, pig, back, bag, cold, gold. So likewise, you have a number of sounds. Okay, here, this is very, very important where we often mispronounce, okay? So this is fan. When you pronounce this sound, your upper teeth, this one, okay? Your upper teeth touches the lower lip, like this, fan. Never say pan, that's wrong, okay? That's wrong. It's fan, fast, few, leaf, believe. And this one is not bh, this one is van. It's not van, okay? It's not vast, it's vast. It's not view, it's view. It's not leave, it's leave, 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 and then believe, believe. Now, these two sounds don't exist in our Indian languages, okay? So we often pronounce these as tha and the, but it's a bit different. It's like bath and bathe, breath, breathe, breathe, okay? South, clothes. Many people pronounce this as clothes, clothes. No, that's absolutely wrong. It's clothes, clothes, okay? Thanks, thanks, them, north, and there, okay? Now this one, sir and z, okay? It's not do, it's zoo, lose, raise, prize, rise, okay? Sue, loose, yes, this is loose, okay? This is loose and this is lose. Raise, raise, price, prize, rise, and rise, okay? So that's how we pronounce all these. Quickly, we have a couple of these sounds. Russia, it's not Russia, it's Russia. Asia, mission, vision. Shore, measure. Pull, bull, okay? Sorry, this does not come under this category, okay? Pull and bull. Luxury and luxurious, okay? Hello, hot, house, hold, here, her sound. Then you have ch and j. This is the symbol for ch and this one is for j. Then you have ma, na, ra, okay, la, ya, and wa. Now let's learn this one because we often mispronounce this, okay? Or when you pronounce this sound, you have to make your lips round. Wa, wa. For example, win, wet, water, way, wine. All right? So that's all about the 44 sounds, okay? That's all about the 44 sounds. I know that we didn't discuss this in detail because that's not possible, but let me know in the chat box. Now, do you have an overall idea about how many sounds are there in the English language and how we need to learn them? Let me know if you have understood yes or no. Do you have an overall idea about how many sounds are there in the English language? What's the difference between spelling and pronunciation. English is not a phonetic language, okay? 26 letters, but 44 sounds, and we need to learn how each sound is produced. So it's very, very important, okay? Now, one important feature in the English language is word stress. Yeah. Word stress is very, very important. When you speak English, you don't have the same kind of flow, okay? Now, before I talk about this, do you know how to pronounce this word? Do you know how to pronounce this word and this word? Just let me know yes or no, and then I'll pronounce this word for you. Quickly. Okay, so this word is pronounced, let me pronounce this for you. Photo, 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 okay? And this one is not photograph. This is not photograph, this is photograph, 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 okay? Now, how will you pronounce this? Do you know how to pronounce this? The word which I have just written, P-H-O-T-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Do you know how to pronounce it? Let me know in the chat. Okay, it's not photography. It's not photography. If you pronounced photography, then you were wrong, okay? It's photography. See how it sounds, photography, okay? Photography, photography. So in English, we have this important feature that is called word stress, and it's very important to learn where the stress is, okay? So so let's quickly go through a couple of words. Now, this is pronounced like always, certain, city, kitchen, battle, English, something, different, country, garden, okay? Now, all these words have two syllables. What are syllables? Syllables are actually the breaking down of words, okay? Breaking down of words in small groups, okay? So always, two syllables, certain, two syllables, city, two syllables, kitchen, two syllables, okay? But in all these words, where do you have the stress? On the first syllable. So you will say always, certain, city, kitchen, battle, English, something, different, country, garden. Now, in this group, you have a shift. Now the stress is on the second syllable. So you will say around, forget, forget. It's not forget, it's forget. Reply, today. It's not today, it's today, today. Against, remind, degree, degree, increase, perhaps, perhaps, suppose, suppose, okay? So you have different rules that you must follow when you speak, okay? Now, let's look at these words quickly. Now, this is not refugee, this is refugee. So the stress, look at this one, refugee. Volunteer, volunteer. It's not volunteer, okay? It's not volunteer, it's volunteer. Myself, cigarette, critique, critique. Now, examination. It's not examination, wrong. It's not examination, it's examination. Examination, electrician, electrician, confidential, terrific, precious. Now, chemical, possibility. It's not possibility, it's possibility. Finalize, biology, photography, practical, visibility, minimize, zoology. It's not zoology, it's zoology, biography. It's not biography, it's biography, okay? Biography. Now, let's look at this, okay? Now here, you can see the stress is here, but in this word, you have the stress here and there again here. What do you see? There is a shift. There is a shift of the stress marker, okay? So in the first case, it's politics, second, political, and the third one, politician. Examine, examinee, examination. See the changes. Now, do you know how to pronounce this word? Let me know in the chat box. And then I will pronounce this word for you and see if you can pronounce it correctly. This word, do you know how to pronounce this word? A-C-A-D-E-M-Y. Do you know how to pronounce this? Okay, okay, fine. Now let me pronounce this word for you. This is academy, academy, academy. Now this one is academic, this one is academic, and this one is academician, academician. This one is photograph, then this is photographer. It's not photographer, it's photographer, photographer. And this one is photographic, okay, photographic. All right, fine. Let's move on. Now, let's look at these sentences, okay? Sometimes the same word can have two pronunciations, okay? Same word, but two pronunciations. For example, there are some words which can be used as nouns and they can also be used as verbs, okay? It's a bit technical. For example, she is my love. Now, this is a noun, she is my love. I love her. Now, love is a verb. So if you have a situation like that, sometimes the same word can be pronounced in two different ways. Now look at this word. Here you have the stress here because it's a verb. But here the stress is here. You can see it at the beginning on the first syllable because in this word, the word is an adjective. So let me pronounce each sentence for you. And I'm sure you will find out the difference. And if you find out the difference, let me know in the chat box. Please present your case. Please present your case. I was present at the lecture. I was present at the lecture. Did you find a difference? Let me repeat. Please present your case. I was present at the lecture. Did you find a difference? Okay, now I've got a couple of more words. Why did you insult him? Why did you insult him? I take that as an insult. I take that as an insult. Don't desert your family. Don't desert your family. I've never seen a desert. I've never seen a desert. Okay? All right. So that's how we pronounce all these. Just hold for a second. Yeah. Now let's talk about a rhythm. Okay, in English, rhythm is also very important. Okay, you have to change your flow, the way you speak in English. Okay, you have to change your flow. For example, help me. You will not say help me. No, you have to put the stress. Okay, you have to speak in a rhythm. So you'll say help me, ask him, buy some, tell her, mend it, send for it, look at them. See, I'm not pronouncing like look at them. No, it's not look at them. You have to speak in a flow. Look at them. Look at them. So at becomes at. Okay, look at them. Talk to me. Give her some. Look at me. Okay, hide it from them. Hold it for me. Show it to her. Throw it to me. Okay, so only these words are stressed. Okay, especially okay, these words. You don't stress me, him, some, her, it, okay? They are known as grammatical words. So when you learn English pronunciation, there's one very important feature that is called rhythm. So what happens in rhythm that all the words are not pronounced in the same way, okay? They don't carry the stress. For example, I'll give you some more samples. Now look at this one. I'm going to pronounce this. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? But when I pronounce this, please listen to me very, very carefully. And if you find out the difference, let me know in the chat box. So the words which you can see here, you and me, they don't have this stress. How? Let me pronounce this for you. You must help me. You must help me. So only two words are important. They are called content words. They are called content words. I will focus on this word and this word. And I will not put the stress on either you or me. Only on these two words. So you must help me. You must help me. You must help me. Did you notice it? Let me know in the chat box. You must help me. You must help me. You must help me. Okay? Now, second sentence. I want to buy some milk. I want to buy some milk. I want to buy some milk. See, I'm putting the stress on this, this, and this. Look at Listen to me again. Sorry. I want to buy some milk. I want to buy some milk. I want to buy some milk. So there is no stress on I, to, and some. I want to buy some milk. I want to buy some milk. Everyone wanted to talk to him. Everyone wanted to talk to him. I'm looking for someone to sing it with me. Look at the fourth sentence. I'm looking for someone to sing it with me. I'm looking for someone to sing it with me. He wants us to go and look at them. He wants us to go and look at them. So there is a flow, right? He wants us to go and look at them. So this is what English rhythm is. And if you know how to pronounce, and if you learn how English pronunciation works, that's extremely good. Now let's talk about intonation. So intonation, now look at this one. The same sentence, but I'm going to pronounce these in different ways. For example, Aarti is my friend. 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 Did you see the difference? The way I pronounced in 4 different ways. Let me repeat. Aarti is my friend. Aarti is my friend. Aarti is my friend. Aarti is my friend. So that's what intonation is. And every time you speak, there will be a different meaning. So Aarti is my friend means she is my friend, not Radha, Geeta, and Sita. Okay. In the second, Aarti is my friend. That means she's still my friend. Okay. I haven't left her. When you say Aarti is my friend, that means she's mine, not yours. Okay. And when you say Aarti is my friend, that means she's your friend, not your wife or your sister. So the meaning changes. Okay. If you have the stress, on a different syllable, the meaning changes. So that's how it works. Now, look at these 2 sentences, the same sentence, but they will have different meanings. Those who drove easily got a driving license. Those who drove easily got a driving license. Now listen to me. The same sentence, but I'm pronouncing these 2 sentences in a different way. Look at the first one. Those who drove easily got a driving license. Those who drove easily got a driving license. Second one. Those who drove easily got a driving license. Those who drove easily got a driving license. There is a difference in meaning. So the first sentence means only those people who drove easily, those who did not have any problems, they got the driving license. And in the second sentence, it means everyone who drove got a driving license. Okay. So that's what intonation is in English. Then you have got the falling tone and the rising tone. So I liked it very much. What's the matter? It's a good film, isn't it? Splendid. So this is the falling tone. Then you have rising tone. Are you going? So it's like going up. He's a teacher, isn't he? Do you like tea, coffee, or Coke? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is how we pronounce. Now, let's look at some strategies to improve your English pronunciation, how you can improve your English pronunciation. So start listening. Okay, listening is very, very important. And when I talk about listening to people who speak English in a way that you love. Okay, those who know how to speak in English. If you listen to them, you will be able to speak English with correct pronunciation. So listening is a very good factor. The second is notice how your mouth and lips move. Yes, it's very important. When you speak, your tongue moves, okay? You have to use your lips, okay? So there are speech, okay, organs in your mouth which need to move. So it's very important that you practice. How can you practice? By reading aloud, by speaking continuously. You can develop your muscles to produce different types of sounds, okay? Now, when you speak, pay attention to your tongue. When we speak, we don't actually pay attention, but remember, whenever you speak, your tongue changes your position. For example, say L, L. So the tongue has a different position. Try it, L. Then you say th, th. Then you say the. Then you say t, t. Then you say g, g. your tongue changes its position. So that's also very, very important. Now break words into sounds. That means word stress. That's what we talked about. Use word stress and intonation, because when you speak with a correct pattern, you sound much better, and it's easier for native speakers to understand you. Okay, then you can practice with tongue twisters. Just Google tongue twisters. Okay, for example, upper roller, lower roller, upper roller, lower roller. There are lots of tongue twisters. Okay, there are lots of tongue twisters. Just Google and you can learn it easily. And the best part, if you want to improve your British pronunciation, watch BBC News, listen to British songs, or if you want to improve your English pronunciation that's spoken in America, start watching English news, okay, which come from America. So that depends. Or if you want to improve your English pronunciation, that is Indian English pronunciation, just start watching English news in India, okay, from like NDTV and a couple of other channels which broadcast in English, okay. So it's like bad blood, good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad blood, good blood, okay, good. So this is a kind of tongue twister, okay. Now check the pronunciation online. I will share a link with you, okay. Or I will just let you know, you can just Google. If you don't know how to pronounce a word, just check it online, or you can download an app from the Play Store and you can see how that word is pronounced in American English, in British English, and in Indian English. And record yourself. Now, you know, everyone has got a smartphone. Use your smartphone to be smart. Use it wisely. Just choose a topic, okay, and speak on it for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Record yourself, listen to it. You will find out the mistakes, okay. You will improve your English pronunciation on your own. Or take a newspaper, read a couple of lines, record your voice, listen to it, practice again and again. I'm sure you can improve it. All right, and speak as much as you can. There is no other way. Make lots of mistakes, not a problem, okay, but speak. So now let's talk about public speaking and English pronunciation. When you go in public, when you speak, that means you're confident. And English pronunciation is one important part of public speaking, because when you pronounce your words correctly, you feel more confident and you can send your message across without any problems. Your message will be clear. And when you have the audience coming from different parts of the world, no one will face problems understanding you because you have got a clear pronunciation. So that's all for today's webinar. Thank you very much for attending this. Now I'm handing over this to Nishant. Yes, Nishant.
Thank you so much, Wasim Bhai, for this energetic presentation. And it was really amazing. And I hope most of our participants have got some insights about English pronunciation. So now I would like to unmute some of our participants who wants to share their experience about today's webinar. So if anybody wants to share your experience, just raise your hand or just type me in the chat box. I'll unmute you. And I also request all of you to start their video so that we can take a photo. Please start your video, guys. Thank you so much. If your video is on, you can simply raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Chinu, would you like to say something? Chinmay? All right, dear. You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, Chinmay, speak now.
Okay, sir. I got a lot of things. I learned about public speaking and about pronunciation from Wasim sir. And I really love the way he explained how we should use the word properly and how we can use a word using straight syllables, using intonation. But sir, I have a doubt. So I would like to ask question, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir. So what is the difference between scansion and pronunciation?
Wasim bhai, you
I
can
want to
unmute
know.
yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you let me know in the chat box what exactly you want to say?
Yeah,
Just
Chinmay,
type
Thank you, sir.
you can put your question
Yes,
in the
sir.
chat box, Chinmay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, anybody else who wants to speak something, who wants to share opinion? Come on, just raise your hand.
Yeah, let me know the word because I can't get it. What exactly? A pronunciation that's clear, but the first word I can't understand what exactly it is.
All right. So he's putting it in the chat box. Let's wait for him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you can ask
Anybody
me a
else?
question.
Yeah. We have got Kurukshetra sir. He is also an English teacher from my area. So, sir, you
All
can
right.
unmute yourself. Kurukshetra sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Please
Yes,
Am I
share
sir.
audible?
for today's webinar.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good morning, sir. Wasim, sir.
Yeah, okay. A very good morning to you. Now it's 12, so that's manageable. We
Okay.
can say good morning. Not a problem.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. And the session was very much interesting and amazing. Your explanation is too good, sir. It's very much useful for us. Okay. And as English teachers, want to learn more things from your side, and I am very much committed to learn English as passionately, sir. Thanks a lot. And Nisar sir, your presentation is very well, sir. And today's session is quite amazing, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
From
Actually,
my side.
Kurukshetra sir is an English teacher from
Okay.
district, and as of now, he's also part of my regular training program, Speak to Create Impact. He's learning public speaking. Kurukshetra sir,
Okay.
I'm inviting Wasim bhai to take few sessions for all of you. So don't worry about that. He will be there to teach.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
All
Wasim
right,
bhai.
fine.
That's great, sir.
Yeah, there is someone called Chinu Panda. Okay, Chinu Panda, right? All right. I'm sorry for my mispronunciation here. All right. You have asked me the difference between scansion and pronunciation. So scansion is a part of pronunciation. Okay. When you talk about rhythm, did you listen to me? I want to go there. Okay. So when you divide which syllable is to be stressed and which will go unstressed. So it's like finding out the stressed syllables and unstressed syllables. Okay, that's called scansion. So it's part of rhythm, and of course, rhythm is part of your pronunciation. I hope that's clear.
Yes. Anybody else who wants to share your opinion? Yeah, Pratichi, you can unmute yourself. Pratichi, yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vita.
Sir, actually the webinar was so amazing. Firstly, what we learned that about public speaking. As I am attending the class, and also, this webinar helps. Will help me a lot. Along with that, I want to stress on pronunciation part also, because I have, truly, I can say that I have a fear for that, phonetics and all those things. I was thinking that, always I think that, that the marks, that science,
Okay.
I really don't understand. I have a lot of fear for that. Thinking that it will be too difficult for me to learn, but I can say that after today's webinar, I feel that I think it is possible that I can learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's not a big deal. The thing is that we are never taught pronunciation. No matter what class you attend, okay, whether you go to your university for your BA or masters, in India, you don't have many universities, okay, just a couple of universities, right? So you have to learn it on your own, or someone who can guide you. We never stress on pronunciation. We think that I've got a good pronunciation. Okay, everyone thinks the same way. And that's what I kept on thinking, unless I learned this, okay? So it's very important that, and you don't have to. I always tell people, when I talk about pronunciation, I never talk about being an American or being a British. Being an intelligible speaker. The way you speak, You sound better and people can understand you. Don't speak like an American. You don't have to. You are an Indian. You have to carry your identity. Right.
So that's why thank you so much, sir. I mean, for making me that feel that yes, I can do this, and it's not that much difficult. So
It's
thank
not.
you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And Pratishi, I'm inviting Wasim Bhai to take few sessions for all of you. So don't worry, he will guide you throughout the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're
That's
welcome,
great.
Beta. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for your opinion.
I've got a good time with you. All right. So any other question for Nishant, or if there is any other question for me, let me know.
Yes. And if you have any questions, you can share that on WhatsApp also. I'll convey the same to Wasim Bhai and he will get back to you. Okay. Is there anybody else who wants to share his or her opinion about today's webinar?
Yeah, please speak now. That's
Come
the
on,
actually.
come on. We learned public speaking, right? It's time to implement the learnings.
Yes, you just come
Sunil, Shweta, Sonalisa. Sunil, come on. Go for it, dear. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Asim, sir. Thank you, Nissan, sir. I get totally new knowledge today, and yes, I want to develop my pronunciation because as a teacher, I want to develop myself in that field. So yes, it is going to help me very much. And thank you for that. I means totally I got new knowledge today. What Wasim sir said, and also you from you, sir, Nissan, sir. I got total news. So thank you for that. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, dear. You're welcome. Keep learning.
Thank you very much.
Sonalisa, unmute yourself and share your opinion. Yes. Sonalisa.
Hello everyone. Hello sir. Yes sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello. Yes. Okay sir. Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon sir.
Let me just stop
Sir,
the
thank
video
you
to save your
both of you,
bandwidth.
sir, for your. Okay. Hello sir.
Yeah, beta.
Yes sir.
Speak now. Speak
Yes sir.
now.
Sir, thank you a lot for today's session. So, I would like to say that the pronunciation class was really new for me, and it was also very much important. It is for me because we are not that much aware about this thing, and we also pronounce very lots of words in a very wrong way. So we need to learn it more, sir. And thank you, Wasim sir, also for lots of knowledge giving today, and also thank you Nissan sir for the for the public speaking strategies also, as we are also taking the classes from you, so it will continue, sir. So thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
We have got a really young participant, Ashisha. She is still a school student, so let's find out. Ashisha, I think she left.
Yeah.
She's here. Beta, please unmute yourself and share your opinion about today's webinar.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Beta.
Yeah, it was an amazing session today, an amazing webinar. I really learned new things that I wanted actually about public speaking and pronunciation. Like for pronunciation, I too have some fear, like it may be correct or it may be wrong. Like sometimes I do have that fear, but to overcome it, I learned it. So it was very light and it was splendid. So thank you so much, Wasim sir, and to you. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Beta. Keep learning and growing in your life. We have got Shweta Padma. Shweta, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. So I also want to say that most of the people, they are focusing on the how to speak in English, but they are not focusing that how the way we are speaking English, that is most important, because most of the cases we are listening to somebody, but they are not interesting, means we are not interested to listen to them. So it may be feel bored, or it may be some problem in their pronunciation. So it was very yeah, you can say that useful knowledge. And thank you, Nishant sir, for your public speaking session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We have got so many participants. We have got Shalini Garg. Shalini Garg, ma'am, would you like to say something? Please unmute yourself. Shalini, ma'am. Shalini, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah. Which, yeah, actually, webinar was really awesome and very informative. See, I always say this, that we have British Council, there are so many students enrolled there, because English is not a mother tongue. So Indians are very fond of English language, and they want to learn English actually, because people assume that if a person can't speak English, that means that person is nothing, that he has no knowledge. So but British Council means everyone can't afford that much fees actually, as British Council charge. So I always say that because actually Wasim is my friend, actually is like my friend. I admire him so much. So I always appreciate his effort, and I really I want to see him to get more and more success in his life, because he's really doing a very good work.
Yeah.
So webinar was really very good, and I say best wishes to you also. And you can say me Shalini only, Nishant. And
Okay, Shalini.
yeah, and thank you so much. I really, I like, this is something with me, that I like good people. Means I'm very fond of good people. So thank you so much, both of you, and best wishes, all the best. And I see, yeah, because there is some soft corner for Wasim. So definitely I want him, I wish him more and more success in his life.
Thank you very much, Shalini. Last month I conducted a webinar on English pronunciation, and that was for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, but today I finished it within 1 hour, because that's how I had planned. Right, fine. So you couldn't attend, so I'm happy at least you could have a session today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for attending.
Thank you so much, Shalini.
Thank
We have got Saubhagya sir. Sir, कैसा लगा आज का वेबिनार आपको? सौभाग्य सर एक फाइनेंशियल प्लानर हैं, वो हेल्प करते हैं लोगों को अपना हेल्थ एंड फाइनेंस प्लान करने के लिए. सौभाग्य सर, कैसा लगा आपका वेबिनार? आप
बहुत बढ़िया लगा सर. तो धीरे धीरे तो हम सीख रहे हैं सर, बहुत सारा चीज जो लास्ट 10 ईयर में नहीं किए थे, अभी वो सीखने को करने के लिए मिल रहा है. तो अच्छा लगा सर, और आगे भी और सीखने को मिलेगी सर. थैंक यू सर.
सो मच सर. सौभाग्य सर, अगर आपको याद है तो हम तीनों, वसीम भाई, मैं और आप, यूनिवर्सिटी के अंडर एक बार मिले थे. हम लोग 7 दिन में रसगुल्ला खाए थे.
वो सर है. सॉरी. तो मैं इसलिए सर यही सोच रहा था, सर को कहीं देखा है, जैसे मैं दिमाग में आ रहा.
ओके.
फिर वो बोल रहे हैं सर दिल्ली से है, मैं फिर इसलिए छोड़ दिया. मतलब सर को ही देखा था सर.
हम दोनों साथ में ही काम करते थे, साथ में ही रहते थे 2 साल तक.
So we worked together in Bhubaneswar, and I had a wonderful time, and it was all because of Nishant. I didn't know anyone. When I came to Bhubaneswar, I did not know even one person. He was the one who helped me out, and I didn't leave him. Okay, I always said, even if you change your apartment or your flat, I'll go with you. Okay, so I want to stay with you, and that's how we had a journey for almost 2 years in Bhubaneswar, and then I came from Bhubaneswar to Delhi to continue with my PhD.
And in those 2 years, we traveled more than 20,000 kilometers on bike, both of us, to train teachers of different locations of Odisha. So you can see how adventurous was the journey.
Yes. So we were teacher trainers. Yeah, we would go to different schools. We have been to many places. Like 100 kilometers from Bhubaneswar, we went to Nayagar, we went to Dhenkanal, lots of places, Jajpur, Puri, then you have lots of places. I think I didn't know anything about Odisha, but only after going to Bhubaneswar in 2018, I got a chance to explore the culture. So my stay was happy. Okay, I had a good time. So that's only possible because of Nishant, and maybe let's see when I can come again to Bhubaneswar. But at least I can feel that I'm still there in Bhubaneswar interacting with all of you guys.
That's
Thank you so much, Wasim bhai.
Right.
So that's all for today, guys. And one more announcement. This Sunday, okay, next Sunday, my mentor, Mr. Jasubhan Singh Lal, is coming to take a session on. The topic is defeating COVID-19 phase with your metal. Now, if you are asking what is metal, metal means your ability to face the challenges. Okay, it's not iron or gold or other metals. So those who are really interested, stay tuned. Maybe by tonight or tomorrow, we will publish the posters. So thank you so much, guys. And one more request for all of you, please write a written feedback and share that with us on WhatsApp. I will also share another link of Google form where you can share your feedback about today's webinar.
Yeah, I have sent you that link, right, Nishant?
Yeah. I'll share in each and every group.
Yeah, and please be honest, when we talk about feedback, don't appreciate your trainers all the time. Okay, it's not about gaining appreciation. Feedback means what you liked and what you didn't like and what you expect to improve. Okay, so whenever someone asks you to give feedback, okay, you have to be critical. Critical means what are the positive areas. Okay, if you didn't find any negative, that's good, but you have to focus on what did you learn and what do you expect to learn in the future. How do you look at the webinar that you attended today? It's never okay. And don't write, Wasim sir gave a very good webinar, Nishant sir. What is that very good? You have to be very specific. Okay, we don't get any ideas when you say it was a good session. What was good? Be very specific, okay? Yes. For example, I like the way you told us the difference between American pronunciation and British pronunciation, or I like the way you talked about intonation and rhythm and how they're used in our speech, or in terms of public speaking, you can talk about, I like the way how we can have a few strategies to improve our public speaking skills. So when you are specific, we also get an idea how we can make our future webinars better for you, right? So be a bit critical in that context.
Guys, we will appreciate if you talk about our areas of improvement, okay?
Yeah. That's more important.
Yeah, so thank you so much, everybody. I'm really thankful for all of you because it's a Sunday, and on Sunday, devoting 2 hours for learning is not that easy. See,
yeah,
there might be more than 1,000 people who saw the posters, but only 35 to 40 people came here to learn from all of us. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your efforts. Stay tuned. We are launching another webinar, maybe by tonight or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And Wasim bhai, thank you so much for being here. And I also invite you to take few sessions for my mentees.
All right, you can let me know the details, and accordingly, I would love to interact with you all. Okay, I love sharing my knowledge, whatever little knowledge I have. And it's good because people coming from different states, they have different types of pronunciation. So it's good to explore. Okay, Bengali, they have a different way of speaking. Biharis, they have a different way of speaking. Or those who come from your state, they have a different way. So it's good, like we have different features of English pronunciation. Even in India, we have not one type of English, we have different types of English. Right? So I would love to interact with all of you. And thank you very much for inviting me to this webinar. I generally don't wake up before 11 or 12, but today I woke up, I couldn't sleep actually well, okay? I couldn't sleep, I was just excited for the webinar. So I went to sleep at 5 in the morning, then I woke up at 8, right? And I was just waiting for the webinar. I asked Nishant, please wake me up if I forget to attend the webinar. Right.
This happens, guys, when you have personal responsibility, when you take accountability for your work. So
yes, you have to be.
Clap for Wasim bhai.
Thank you very much. And let me clap for all of you. Here we go.
Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye and enjoy your Sunday. And those who are thinking, what happened to my hand? Okay, volleyball khel ke kya mila? Toota hua haath. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.